Hello and welcome to the Blue Collar Builders YouTube channel. My name is Andy and this is the place where we help you find purposeful work through blue collar business. And if you're ready to get started, let's go. Today we are talking about 10 business ideas to help you generate some quick cash and keep your startup costs low. Whether you want to turn these into full-time businesses or you just want to use them to help you get started, I think there's great opportunity here. At the end of the video, I will have a link down to a PDF where you can kind of see just the general breakdown of all of these, but I am going to be doing a full video on each opportunity, and then I'll have a business plan attached to each of those. So if you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button below. If you're not, no worries. There will be a PDF for you in the link down below if you just want a general outline, but I'm going to go into a deep dive and do some business plans for you. And if you're interested in seeing those, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss them. The first one is one that I think is really fun. My wife and I have actually done this a little bit because we decided to set a goal to try to raise some money for our date nights. We do a weekly date night. And so $30, $40 here and there is actually really great because we can go enjoy a free date night essentially. And so what we've done is we've gone on Craigslist, we've gone on Facebook, and we have purchased items at a cheaper rate or for free, and we've resold them. So yes, this first one is flipping items. Now, there are some strategies that we have learned that are really effective for us, and this isn't for everyone. For us, furniture has been the best flipping item we've been able to have success with. We've tried some electronics, and there's just variables there that we're not experts in. And there's also variables with the equipment performing properly and things like that that are just a little bit more of a challenge. We're not handy at fixing that type of stuff. So we found that furniture for us, maybe different for you, is the most valuable, quick, easy thing to flip. Now there's a few different things you can do. You can go on Craigslist, you can go on Facebook Marketplace, and you can literally search for free items. And every now and then you find a free item that somebody's just trying to get rid of that you might be able to sell for $50. Now, another thing you can do is inside of Craigslist and inside of Facebook, you can actually set up alerts that will tell you when an item is free within we set a 5-mile radius around our house, within a 5-mile radius. And then as soon as that item hits Craigslist or Facebook, you get an email or a notification sent directly to you so that you can act quickly and pick up the product. Now, what we do is we typically grab the products, clean them up. So we'll wipe them up, clean them up. We don't usually do much painting or finishing, but then we put them up against a white background and we take high quality pictures. So on Facebook, there's a few things. If you're posting on Facebook Marketplace, you want to make sure the lighting is good. And you want to also make sure that you take your picture in the square format. It's just the way that Facebook formats it. It looks really clean. It looks like it's supposed to be on the platform. And then on Craigslist, make sure that you have good pictures as well, but also a pretty detailed explanation of what the item is. We have had really good success with couches. We've had good success with desks and small side tables. Depending on the type of transportation that you have is going to depend on the type of furniture that you can buy. So the first one is flipping items. The next one is mobile detailing. I think that there's a really big opportunity in this, especially right now with COVID, for people who are interested in getting their car cleaned but don't want to have cross-contamination. There is a guy in my neighborhood who literally goes around and all of his business is generated off of Facebook groups. So he'll post inside of Facebook groups and he'll say, hey, I have a few openings this week for detailing. If anybody's interested, here's my phone number, give me a call. He runs all of his business through his own personal cell phone. He has a flat rate. He does $100 per detail, which I think is really cheap, and he may be underpricing himself. But $100 per detail, that includes shampooing the seats, that includes vacuuming, throwing out trash, making sure the car is wiped down and cleaned out. And I actually had him come detail one of my cars, a car that I was selling, and he did an excellent job. I was really, really impressed. And for $100, the value was amazing. So mobile detailing is a really easy way to generate some cash. Really, you're only going to need a few things. Let's see, a portable vacuum. You're going to need some wipes to wipe down a car. And outside of that, that's pretty much it. You may need a steamer or a shampooer, but I don't necessarily think that that's 100% necessary. It might be an additional charge if somebody wants that. All right, the next one is a moving company. So there is a big need for folks who are moving, who maybe are overwhelmed with whatever the process is. There's a lot that goes into moving from one place to another. You have all of the boxing and organizing, and you have all of the details. If you're buying a house, there's a lot that goes into buying a house, whether it's getting financing or whether it's agreeing to a price. There's just a lot that goes into it. And so by the time someone comes around to being ready to move all of their furniture, they are eager to find someone who can help. I promise you that. As a young person, you are fit and you have the ability to be the muscle for those types of folks. Now, I think there's a few ways you can find them. Facebook is, you're going to find that Facebook is a really great way. Go into some of these local groups, type in small municipalities or small cities in your area, and I guarantee that there are groups. And I know in my part of town, there's a group for Anderson moms, there's a group for Madeira moms, there's a group for Indian Hill dads, there's all kinds of groups. Go in these groups and just say, hey, we have a moving company, we are offering services in your area, and we'd love to help if this is something you might need. The other thing you can do is go around and post yard signs. You can send out mailers. There's lots of different things. Obviously, you want to keep your marketing costs cheap, so Facebook and free opportunities. You might even look on Nextdoor or Let Go. There might be opportunities on there as well for people who in your neighborhood are looking for assistance in moving. But I think this is a really big one. You could rent a truck, or you could say, hey, we'll just be the muscles. You rent the truck, we'll come muscle it for $200 to help you get everything moved in. I don't know what your pricing is, but whatever it might be, you can negotiate that with the homeowner. Assembling furniture. This could go hand in hand with your moving business, or it could be something completely separate. There are apps like TaskRabbit, and there's a handful of Thumbtack and Facebook groups. There are tons of opportunities for people who maybe need IKEA furniture put together, who maybe need Target furniture, whatever it might be. They need assistance putting this stuff together. I know personally, I hate doing that kind of stuff. My wife loves it, and so we typically don't pay for it. But if my wife did not enjoy doing it, I would 100% pay someone to come assemble furniture whenever we buy something new. So I think there's a really good opportunity there to generate some quick cash. Another one, power washing. So if you drive down an older neighborhood and you look at driveways, there are tons of driveways that need power washing. What I would advise you do is go get yourself some doorknob hangers and go hang them on doors across an older neighborhood with pictures of a power wash driveway that you've done. Now, there are a couple things. You can rent a power washer for pretty cheap, probably less than $50 a day, and you could power wash your own driveway, or you can find a friend to power wash to get you some pictures. This is a really powerful before and after image that I think will catch a lot of people by surprise. It's one of those things you don't realize you need it until you see what somebody else's looks like. And so I think that there's great opportunity. Now, when you put these doorknob hangers on people's doors and they call you, then that gives you a great opportunity when you go to that place to say to their neighbors, hey, look what we've done. We're in the neighborhood this week. Is this something you might be interested in doing as well? You can knock out 3 or 4 different driveways in a week, or even more, depending on how ambitious you are, all in the same neighborhood. And that really helps your rental time if you're renting the power washer, and your drive time if you're not driving across town to each power wash. So I think there's a really good opportunity there. The next one, we've talked about this on the channel, but the pet waste removal business, I think, is a great opportunity. A lot of people don't like messing with their animals' waste in their backyard or in their front yard or on their deck, or wherever it might be in the garden. And this is a great opportunity for you to have a recurring business that generates recurring revenue, and you just simply walk around and you pick up animals' waste, and all you do is throw it in a bucket, and then you take it to some type of dump site, or if you have space on your property, dispose of it there. But there's lots of opportunity. People don't enjoy doing it. Obviously, it's a dirty job, and that presents a cool opportunity for you to make a little bit extra money serving their need. The next one is a mobile car wash. It kind of goes hand in hand with mobile detailing. You might put them together, you might not. But for the mobile car wash, really all you need is probably a small pressure washer that has a light setting on it that you can mix in some shampoo with, and then the homeowner needs to allow you to have access to their their water service. So you're going to hook up a hose to your pressure washer, and then you're going to spray off their car, mix in some wax or some shampoo or whatever it might be, and get a couple sponges in a bucket and wipe it down, dry it, get some towels and dry it off. And then you could probably add an extra service to shine their tires. Mobile car washing, I think, is a really good opportunity. And similar, like we said, Facebook groups, door hangers, even going to a corporate site like an office space, even though a lot of people aren't in offices these days, but going to an office space and offering that could be another really good opportunity to get a bunch of cars in a small area. Another one is window cleaning. There are lots of videos on YouTube about window cleaning. I think it is a really cool business, and for someone who's trying to have low startup costs and generate some quick cash, this is a really great opportunity for you, because all you literally have to do is get a cleaning solution, window cleaning solution, a brush and a squeegee to just put the window cleaning solution on, squeegee it off, and wipe it off. You're done. That is super cheap, low cost, and if you only do single-story homes or single-story buildings, you don't even need a ladder to do that type of work. So there's a really low risk for you on that front as well. The next one is pest control and landscaping. Yes, if you're a young person and you have access to a lawnmower, there are plenty of people in neighborhoods that need help and would be happy to pay you $40, $50 each time you come out and cut their lawn. Regardless of the, depending on the size of the lawn, obviously you would want to use that to dictate your prices. The bigger the lawn, the more the cost. The smaller lawn, obviously the lower the cost, but you should still have a base rate and say, if I'm going to come out here, I'm at least doing this for $40, and you won't have an issue finding people that will pay you that. My suggestion on something like this would be to go to older neighborhoods, people who maybe aren't physically able to cut their own lawns, and offer that as a service. Somebody would be very, very pleased. Especially an older person would be very pleased to support a young, ambitious person. I promise you that. And especially if they have a need that they can't fix on their own. I think there's great opportunity to go serve older folks with landscaping and even pest control. And then the last one I believe is a cool business is the junk removal business. We've talked about this, but if you don't have a truck, go rent a truck, go find a way to get the job done, and go help people get rid of their stuff. There's a great opportunity to resell the junk that you do remove from their place, or take it to a dump site and just charge a flat fee to help them remove the stuff. I know people are making pretty good wages, and there are obviously lots of full-time businesses doing junk removal. So that tells you that there's a really good opportunity. And like I've said in some of the previous ideas, generating leads in business, Facebook groups, doorknob hangers, yard signs, Craigslist. There are lots of different ways to go about generating leads, connecting with friends and family, telling them, hey, I'm starting this business. Getting testimonials ultimately is the best way to grow a local service business, because when you have good testimonials, people will refer you to their friends and their family, and then once you start getting referrals, watch out, because the business will grow really, really quickly as long as you provide a quality service. So those are the 10 ideas. I'll review them one more time. Flipping items, mobile detailing, a moving company, assembling furniture, power washing, pet waste removal, mobile car wash, window cleaning, pet control and landscaping, and the last one is junk removal business. Like I said, I will have a very general outline down below, but I'm going to make some individual videos that will have business plans attached to all of these different ideas. And if you're interested in that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss them. And we will see you on the next Blue Collar Builders YouTube channel video. Until then, peace.